Ladies and gentlemen, you are not hallucinating. You are not having a fever dream. We hath returned, and for good this time, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
We will see. It's been a while since we've been here. Evan and Jagger don't have cameras today, so you're going to have to look at me the whole time, which is fine. You know, I have no problem with that. If you do, suck it up. Yeah, we're back. We have missed doing the podcast, and we are now going to try to make time in our busy schedules to do one of our favorite things. A little change. So when we left off last time, we were doing director deep dives, and we were working through the IMDb top 250 movies of all time. We are not going to be doing that anymore. We're going to be working through Letterboxd has a list called Top 250 Most Fans. And we are going to be going through that list. We're going to be doing more popular movies. So that more people will listen. Because, at least for me, I rarely listen to movie podcasts if I haven't seen the movie. So, we will be doing that from now on. We will be doing the list as it stands today, because that list is constantly changing, and there's constantly new additions and things taken out. So I made a copy of the list. As the list stands today, that is what we will be going through. So you guys are welcome to make copies to watch along with us. Again, we will be announcing our next 2 episodes on every episode, so you guys will have a little heads up. Yeah, so today we will be talking Stalker, which is number 250, and Children of Men, because Flipped was also on there, but none of us wanted to watch that, because it has kind of poopy reviews, which seems counterintuitive because it's on the top 250 most fans. But yeah, none of us wanted to watch that. And Children of Men got taken off the list. So we are going to be talking Stalker and Children of Men today. It's going to be a good time. Our next 2 episodes are... So, next Saturday... Actually, no. I'll probably release these on Sundays. So next Sunday, we will be discussing the animated classic Shrek and many people's all-time greatest movie, Casablanca. So that will be next week's episode. The week after, we will be discussing James McAvoy's Atonement, which I'm quite looking forward to being depressed. And we will be talking about Heathers. If you're looking at the list right now and you're saying, Trey, you skipped Halloween. Yes, I did. We have already talked about Halloween. You can go... Shut up, Evan. You can go back to our... I believe we did a... whatchamacallit? Hooptober
It was during
episode.
The Carpenter deep dive.
Yeah, we also did it during the Carpenter, but we also have a Hooptober episode that we did it with. We will never be doing that again because it made me and Jagger lose faith in humanity. So, those are our upcoming episodes. You're welcome to watch those as those episodes come out. We encourage it. Please comment down below your thoughts on these films. We would love to hear from our listeners about what they think. Hit that subscribe button, whether you're watching us on YouTube or you're listening, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, whatever. We like knowing that people like listening to our podcast. So, yeah, please do that. That's about it. So, we're going to get right into it. But before we do that, we got to do what we always do. Jagger, how are you doing? How's life been? What's new?
I'm good. I've been hanging out. I've been reading a lot into Buddhism, so I've sort of been studying that up. If I had my camera on, I've got like 30 books behind me, all just on the whole history of it, and I've read all of that. So yeah, been doing that. I don't know, not much. I've been good watching movies.
Hell yeah. Evan?
Good. Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Reading a lot of not Buddhism.
Yeah.
But, shout out Dungeon Crawler Carl.
But Stephen Kingism.
Stephen King, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen,
The religion of Stephen King.
the cool King Club. That's what we call it.
Yeah. And 6-year anniversary with your girlfriend on Wednesday.
Yeah. Gonna get
Very
married
exciting.
next year. Pretty cool.
Wait, have you set a date yet?
No, we haven't set a date yet, but we're thinking next summer.
Okay. I better get an invite.
I'll give you the date as soon as I got it.
Yes, you better.
The second bedroom's ready.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. I got school. I've been doing a lot of reading because I got bored of watching movies on the bus because I do about 3 hours of commuting every single day. So I read during that time. Been reading a lot of King lately. Been reading a lot of comics. Jagger, you'll like this. I am taking a class called X-Men in the Uncanny because PSU has a comic book department where you can get your comic book certification. So I'm just taking it as an elective. And all the homework is just read these X-Men issues. It's pretty sweet.
God, that is awesome.
So, yeah, springtime. This spring, I have a lot of fun classes. I have that. I have classical film theory, which is really interesting. We're reading a lot of film theorists and talking about film, which is always a good time, something I love doing.
Yeah.
And film history, too, which is also good. I have to watch Rome Open City this weekend because we're talking about Italian neorealism.
Time to watch all of the Fellini movies.
Yeah. Well, that's a little past neorealism.
Getting to the Pasolini stuff, that's where it's at.
Yeah. Well, I've already seen Bicycle Thief, so, so that's been good. Yeah, just chilling, enjoying it. We've had some wonderful weather this week. Evan would be positively melting.
Yeah, the weather has been absolutely shit here. It snows probably 10 centimeters a week, every single week. It was nice out yesterday, and now it's snowing again tomorrow.
Hell yeah. That sucks.
In April.
Yeah, so we've established it. We're all doing incredible, operating at maximum capacity. So movie news. We're obviously not going to be able to hit everything that has happened since October.
Have you still watched the Dune trailer?
I have not watched the Dune trailer, and I won't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
Because I want to go in as blind as possible.
Okay, well, to quickly hit it, it looks pretty cool. There we go.
Oh, yeah, and Jagger loved number 2, Dune 2.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So, Evan, what were you saying about what's-his-face?
Steven Soderbergh, who is on a roll of just god tier 4-star.
Yeah, dude, Black Bag is so good.
He's just putting out quality very consistently every year, at least 2 movies. He's doing this documentary thing about John Lennon, and he said the last 20 minutes is gonna have almost exclusively generative AI in it.
Damn.
And everyone said you were one of the good ones. Fuck you. Why? And he was he came out yesterday, I think it was, and he's well, you know, I'm one of those people when there's a new toy to play with. I want to try it out and see what it's all about. But you know what? When something is like inherently anti-art, no, you don't need to. We're good off that. Like, you don't.
And this got taken into Cannes?
Yeah, probably.
That's insane.
Like, he's on such a good track record right now. Like, yeah, Black Bag was amazing. He said, okay, it was mystifying to me, the reaction. There are some people that I have the absolute love and respect for that refuse to engage with it. That's their privilege, but I'm not built that way. You show me a new tool, I want to get my hands on it and see what's going on. Like,
Everyone just wants to be Harmony
No.
Korine. Golly.
yeah, I don't know. I just think it's really stupid. This is like the Harmony Korine thing. I think it's just inherently anti-art and bad for everybody. Bad for the industry. Leave it in the dust.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid movie is in the
Yes.
works from
Oh, yeah.
the guys who did Final Destination.
Bloodlines, yeah. Which is a good movie.
It is.
I do like
It's gonna be hard to adapt it. I don't know how they're gonna cast it. Like, there's so many potential roadblocks to this being a good adaptation, and it needs to be good because the games are perfect and incredible.
Yeah.
But
And the games play like movies. It's just that they're so fleshed out and long that to scrap anything, you're scrapping everything.
And I think one of the issues with Metal Gear Solid is that it is so goofy that you might not really like expect how goofy it is. So then people are gonna watch this Metal Gear Solid movie and be like, why is this guy sitting on the floor pissing his pants and talking about anime conventions? And it's like, well, that's the goat right there, you know?
It's,
So, I don't
have
know.
the same skepticism with that I do the Death Stranding movie that A24 is putting out. I just
Yeah.
don't trust it.
I think Death Stranding would, you know,
That
doing-
already is basically a movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're doing the anime thing of it, which I think is cool.
Who's the guy who
What's
did
with
Death
that?
Stranding again?
It's Kojima.
Kojima.
Yeah, I think from what I've seen of his video games, I think trying to adapt anything he's done into TV, movies, whatever you want to do, is just a really poor idea.
It's a waste of time because they're basically already movies. He just
Yeah.
wants
Yes.
to make movies. That's it.
Well, and he's got a new game coming out. Not his next game, but the one after that. It's called Fizzed. I don't know if that's the full title, but that's the working title. And it's an espionage game, so back to the like Metal Gear roots. But he said it's gonna blur the lines of video games and movies, whatever that means. So we might get something close to a movie.
Yeah. Are you guys as excited as me for the James Bond
Yes,
video game?
I'm very excited.
Dude,
I'm nervous, but I'm very excited.
It's gonna be great.
that shit
You know,
looks so
Lenny-
heat.
Lenny Kravitz is gonna be such a great Bond villain. Like that's
That's who's the villain?
yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It looks awesome. I can't wait. Next month, it'll be a banger.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm gonna play that whole game in a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's Bond? Do we know?
it's
Is it some like no name?
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's the people who did Hitman, right?
Yeah. Patrick
I've
Gibson.
I've never played Hitman.
Yeah,
Hitman's
Hitman games are
sick.
great.
Let's see. I don't know. There hasn't been too much this week. In terms of news.
Dune tickets went on sale with no warning, and I was really close to getting
Yeah,
my hands
so-
on them.
That is the
Yeah.
other thing I wanted to talk about was, do you guys think that now that Dune tickets have gone on sale and it's kind of set in stone that they're coming out that day, do you think Doomsday will move up their release or push it back.
I think Doomsday is a go. I think they're gonna do them both.
I don't think so. I don't.
No.
IMAX and especially as time goes on, especially with Project Hail Mary and Sinners and One Battle, IMAX is becoming the like prominent way to see a movie, and people will talk about Dolby, and I know it's awesome, but like especially with Project Hail Mary, it's been like Project Hail Mary has been a very cool thing for the film industry, but I can't see Disney losing out on that much money.
Yeah. They would if they came out on the same day, Doomsday would still probably beat
it would make
Dune.
More money.
But
sure,
they would still not make as much money as they would if they came out like on a weekend with less competition.
Yeah.
And
I think it's more likely they pull it closer.
Well, because Jumanji.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Slot opened up, so they could release it earlier, but then they get IMAX for like a week or two, and then Dune takes it. But
especially with a movie with as big of a budget as Doomsday, like you need as much box office attention as you can get.
Yeah.
Now the other question though. What does this do for Dune's ability to show up at the Oscars next year? Having it be so late? I mean, they made a mistake last year of being so early, so now what happens with them being so late?
Yes. I think that they will, if this Dune is as good as the first two, which I'm just assuming it will be because it's Denis Villeneuve and he's cooked on the last two. And Jagger, I know you feel differently, but I think that this is a really smart move, and hopefully it's not an Iron Claw situation. Hopefully it's early enough to still make an impact in voters' minds, because Iron Claw should have won a ton of Oscars, but it came out so.
When's the cutoff for the Oscars? Because the Oscars are late again.
I don't know. I mean, Marty Supreme was December 25th.
Oh, yeah. The cutoff is December 31st, so they're fine. Dune's gonna... Okay. And it kind of depends on how good Digger is, I think. Because if Digger shows up and is as good as I think it's gonna be, then we're gonna have a really cool Oscar season.
Yeah.
I do think there's a potential for a Return of the King situation.
Where Dune just
where it wins
up.
everything. Where it wins everything it's nominated for.
Yeah. Well, I did see someone make a post that it's on the same track as the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Yeah.
Like it's won the same amount of Oscars that Fellowship and Two Towers won with respect to Dune and Dune 2.
Yeah. I could totally see it happening. You know, these movies are critically acclaimed. People love them. They're only getting bigger. This is the last one. Denis not doing anymore.
But do you think...
it's the end of Paul Atreides' arc. There's a possibility that it just wins everything.
What about the Odyssey, though?
I know.
It's going to be a good...
The Odyssey.
I think that the Odyssey is coming out too early.
July?
Everything... Yeah. I don't think...
It depends.
I think it's going to get a lot of nominations, but I don't think it's gonna win as much as it should.
Because I think the best actor race is just going to be Tom Cruise, Matt Damon, and Timothée Chalamet.
Tom Cruise
for Digger.
For what?
I think Digger's going to be insane.
What's Digger?
This is Alejandro.
It's getting
Inarritu's
really mixed
new
reviews
movie.
at test screenings, though, which makes me nervous.
It sounds so cool. The trailer, the little teaser trailer is really cool.
Holy cow, what a cast.
Yeah, have you not seen
for Gorilla?
It's cool.
Dude, it's Tom Cruise. I'm in.
Yeah. Like
yeah. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to talk about as it plays out.
Yes.
And also, like, Alejandro's a big hit with the Oscars. Like, he won
Yes.
2 alone for Birdman.
Didn't you win?
Yeah. Oh, no,
back
3.
to back?
What's that?
Didn't you win Oscars for Best Director back to back 2 years in a row for Birdman?
Because he.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, maybe Roma did win.
I think director he won it 2 years in a row. Good for him. He did Amores Perros, right?
Yeah. Oh, what a
He's
banger!
good. He's
I haven't
good.
seen that.
You're missing out. Okay. Let's get into watch list. Who wants to kick us off?
I don't have very many, so I can just do my 6.
Sure.
I want.
Yeah, that's how many I have.
This one was March 28th, but I want to shout it out because it slaps. Hoppers is one of the best Disney movies in a very long time. This movie is so fucking good.
Hoppers is great.
You gotta watch it. Hoppers rules. Really, really funny. Super weird, borderline fever dream type movie. I don't know if either of you've seen it yet, but
I loved it.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched The Quick and the Dead, Sam Raimi cowboy western. The cast is absolutely insane.
That's the one with DiCaprio, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's so good in it too. So we got Sharon Stone as the lead, Gene Hackman plays the villain, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobin Bell, Keith David, Gary Sinise, Mark Boone Jr. This movie just
That's an
works.
insane cast.
The cinematography might be it might be Raimi's best looking movie. It's insane. It's so cool. Every shot is just insane. It's about this girl who goes to a town that's having a quick draw gunsling competition.
Sure.
And Leonardo DiCaprio plays this young cocky guy, the kid, just a young dude, and then Russell Crowe is like this prisoner who's being forced to fight or to compete, and he's like a super talented gunslinger, and Gene Hackman's just this piece of shit evil guy. Oh, it was so good. Absolutely loved it. 4.5. I watched this Disney Plus coming of age drama called Bruiser with Trevante Rhodes from Moonlight. It was pretty good. I'm like 3.5, 4 stars on it. The ending left a bit to be desired, but I did really enjoy it. I would check that out. 2022, pretty good. I'll save this one. We could talk about it when Trey gets to his watch list. And then I watched Stalker and Children of Men. And then yesterday I watched The Housemaid. Horrific. Absolutely atrocious. It was horrible. I wanted to turn it off. 1 star.
Oh.
Have you seen it yet, Jagger?
No. I figured it would be about that bad though. But
Yeah.
man, why don't you shut it off? You don't shut a lot of stuff off.
No,
so-
I know. It was really boring.
Okay.
I paused it halfway through and I thought it had been like an hour and a half because this movie's like 2 hours and 2 hours and 10 minutes long. It's really long.
Come on.
Yeah, really boring. And then last night watched Thrash, new Netflix shark movie. Cat 5 hurricane sweeps this little town, and a big truck from a meat packing plant that's full of blood crashes and fills all the water with blood. So the sharks.
Hell yeah.
Movie slaps.
That sounds so sick.
Main character's a pregnant lady. She's trying to not give birth, you know. Oh, it was great.
I will be watching that.
Highly recommend that one. And then last night, to cap the night off, binged the Malcolm in the Middle revival, which was absolutely delightful. Loved it. If you're a fan of Malcolm in the Middle, you will love it.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, really, really good.
Jagger, do you want to go next?
Sure. So on the 2nd, I watched Stalker, which we'll get to. Then from there, I watched the drama, which I gave 4 stars with a heart. I thought that was really.
I'm dying to see it.
Haven't gotten to see it. That's some of the hardest I've laughed in a theater in a minute. It's really like pitch black comedy, very solid, great performances, really all around. But what's her name? Alana Haim, I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
she steals the show. She's so atrocious in this, and it's great. Yeah, I loved the drama very much. Then I watched Jesus of Nazareth, which is the Franco Zeffirelli miniseries. It's really long. Yeah, 382 minutes, but it was very good. It's visually impeccable. So I gave that a 4 as well, also with a heart. Then Easter Bunny Massacre: The Bloody Trail, which I found the DVD for
Have I seen
years,
this?
like 2-3 years back in Walmart. I've seen it twice. I watched it last year in May, and I thought, oh, I'll come back around to this as an Easter viewing. And yeah, it was just as bad as you imagine it's going to be. I gave it 1 star, but with a heart. It's charming, but not enjoyable enough to give it anything above a 1.
I've seen an Easter Bunny.
Massacre? This
No, an Easter Bunny horror movie. God, what is it?
is there
I
a chance
can't
there was Easter
remember.
Bunny Massacre 1?
No, I was just looking at that. Keep going. I might find it.
Okay. Then I watched Uzumaki, the 2000 J horror flick. It was really weird. Evan, definitely check this one out if you find the time. It's so nuts. I don't know if you've read the book it's based on. I read it that morning and then said, "Oh, I've got to watch this." It's about like this town where they're like cursed by spirals and everyone starts to go insane after one guy like mutilates his body into the shape of a spiral. You just sort of got to watch it.
Damn.
It's the craziest cinematography I've seen in a movie in a long time, and just all these weird practical effects and some really awful CGI. It's a delight to watch. I gave it a 3.5. Just crazy movie. Then I watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I hated the first one, but I saw this because my little brother wanted to see it. And to my surprise, it was really, really fun. Outside of Chris Pratt, the voice acting is top notch. And yeah, it's a good time. I saw it in IMAX. Visually, it's very expensive, but really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed Mario Galaxy movie. I gave that a 4, which I was not expecting in the slightest, but was a good time. Then I watched Paris is Burning, the documentary. Gave that a 5. Just it's great. Then I watched Willow, which I hadn't seen in years. A very good time. Gave that a 3.5. Then I watched American Honey. American Honey reminded me very much of Kids, the Larry Clark movie. I didn't have a good time with it, and I thought it was about 45 minutes too long.
Wait, is that the Shia LaBeouf one?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
3 hours. It's a road movie about these people that are selling magazines, and they pick up this one girl and sort of her like drifting with them.
Okay. The one I've seen is Easter Bloody Easter.
Easter Bloody Easter, not to be
Yeah.
mistaken with Christmas Bloody Christmas.
No, it's
Okay.
terrible, but
Oh.
it's really fun.
Then I watched Lilia Forever. I don't know how to pronounce it. I gave that a 4. That movie beat me up. That ruined my day. But it was a very good film. Then I watched Nightmare Alley, which is 1947. This movie is so insane and kind of twisted. I was not expecting it to go as hard as it did, and I watched it with my grandparents, and they were very upset at the end of it with the fact that it ended the way it did. I'll leave it there. But I gave Nightmare Alley a 5. It's one of those movies that you watch it and you're like, man, that was just 111 minutes of film school. Like that was everything that's all of the best things in one. So yeah, that was great. Then I watched the Uzumaki animated series from HBO Max, 2024, 2.5. After the first episode, the animation goes really downhill, and so does the voice acting. I thought it just sort of stunk. Then last night, I saw Exit 8 with a Q&A with the director.
Oh yeah, I want to see
Whose
this.
name? Genki Kawamura. And the sort of one of the leads of the movie came out. The guy who walks up and down the hallway. This movie is so good. It's so good. I cannot recommend it enough. The director compared it to the Divine Comedy, and the game doesn't have a story. So I played the game, and I was really confused how it was going to become a film, how they were going to adapt it. But he brings this great thematic depth to it. It's whatever you're expecting it to be, crank it to 1,000. Definitely go see it. And then I watched Children of Men, which we'll get to. But yeah, I've had a good stretch.
Hell yeah. Oh boy, now it's my turn. I've been really busy with school and work, so my numbers are real down, people. I apologize. Since the first of the month, Y Tu Mama Tambien. This movie was unbelievable. And I wasn't watching it for, like, because we were watching Children of Men. It got recommended to me in the Real Talk raffle. Yeah, unbelievable example of, like, good realism. Really beautiful story. Acting is incredible. Yeah, it was really, really great. Jagger, you've seen that, right?
Yes, I adore it with my whole heart. I think that film
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
Evan's never seen it.
Oh man, you got to get on that.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then I watched...
started it, but I never finished it. I don't know why.
Yeah. I watched a featurette about Dr. Sleep. Because it's a certified banger. And I was bored at work. So, then I watched... Yes, Evan. I was like, what is Evan wanting to talk about that we both watched? Crime 101.
Heat? That should be the title of this episode.
I think so, but I also don't really like Heat that much.
Could be.
What?
It could be better than
it's on the top 250 most fans. I haven't watched it in a really long time, so my opinion could change. But boy, was this shit juicy. Crime 101. It's my number 2 of 2026, I believe. Let me pull up my 2026 ranked. Yeah, it's just below Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which is my only 5-star from this year. But yeah,
it's also number 2 of the year for me. Below Nirvana, the band that's in the movie.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth is incredible in this. He plays something so out of character. Like, he's like kind of awkward and quiet, in which it's really different from what you usually see. It's a great crime, like, heist movie. Mark Ruffalo is excellent. The score is unbelievable. Yeah, just a certified banger.
The score is insane. It's so fucking good.
It's so good. It's like a mix between Drive and Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jagger, you probably wouldn't like this very much, but it's very good.
Okay, I've been considering watching it.
Yeah, Halle Berry's great. Nick Nolte barely speaking English anymore, but
dude, he's too old. He doesn't have the lung capacity to talk anymore because his voice is like, in this movie he's like, I made you. Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
But we love Nick Nolte anyway.
The opening heist scene slaps.
Barry Keoghan is unbelievable in this. He's so hateable.
Yeah, very hateable. Which I kind of love to hate him, honestly.
Yeah.
He's such an unlikable personality. So
for real, dude.
But he's
just
a great
the
actor.
worst.
So
yeah. Watched House on Haunted Hill. It's a horror movie from the 50s with Vincent Price. It was a 3.5. It was a good time. It was part of my physical media watch through. So yeah, that was a good time. I rewatched the Dark Knight trilogy. Just absolute peak. Best superhero trilogy of all time. Easily. I watched Duck Soup. Which, Jagger, have you seen this? Marx Brothers?
Not in a long time. I watched it when I was way too young to understand it. Is it good?
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I've never watched a Marx Brothers movie. So it was my first experience with them. I loved it. I thought it was really charming, and it's really funny.
Okay.
That's
dealing a lot in fascism, right? Sort of that
yeah.
whole world. Okay,
cool.
cool.
And then I rewatched It Happened One Night. Both of those...
What a heater. Oh my god.
Both of those were for my film history class as homework. We love Frank Capra on this podcast. So that was enjoyable. Let's see. Family movie night. We watched. It was my dad's turn to choose, so he chose Silence, the Scorsese movie.
How is that?
It was the best Scorsese movie.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Remember, guys, Scorsese made Casino.
This movie is so much better than Casino.
What?
Casino's not that good, Jagger.
Yeah, Casino's so good.
Casino is really entertaining.
Goodfellas. That's the real.
But yeah, Goodfellas and The Irishman are both better than this.
Casino is 3 hours of Scorsese montages, and you know what? Scorsese montages are really entertaining, but
I see no problem.
But yeah, it was really good. Liam Neeson is really good. Andrew Garfield is incredible. Yeah, it was pretty great. Jagger, I think you'd really like it. It's really slow.
Oh yeah.
I watched Titanic for the Real Talk Challenge. It was fine.
Oh yeah, that's what we love to hear.
It wasn't anything incredible. I think I'm just like, pun intended, I missed the boat.
Cool, man.
There was
Titanic at a 2.5, Jagger?
Huh?
2.5 for Titanic.
I thought I had it at a 3, but 2.5 is reasonable. Yeah. Just around
Yeah, whoever did Billy Zane's hair did a terrible job. It's so fucking obvious that he's wearing a wig. It's terrible. Like, it's just bad.
I don't think it's 2.5 egregious.
There was definitely room on that door for Leo. Let's be honest here.
Mythbusters tested it.
Was there room?
I think there was room. I don't remember. I just remember
Myth busted.
Yeah.
I watched this French film called La Jetée. For my
I wanted to watch that for a bit.
X-Men class. It's really interesting. Really cool, like post-apocalyptic, end-of-the-world type movie. We watched it because we were reading the Days of Future Past X-Men run, and it's basically Days of Future Past.
Fuck yeah.
Which is only 2 issues, which is crazy. The Mermaid we watched in classical film theory. Georges Millet. Classic. Stalker we're going to talk about. And In Bruges. I finally watched for the Real Talk raffle. Incredible piece of filmmaking. It's so fucking good. It is so unbelievably funny and so unbelievably depressing.
Yeah.
My review says the range of emotions I felt here was insane. It's so good. Yeah. Jagger, you would really like it.
Some jaw-dropping moments in this movie.
Yeah.
And some absolutely diabolical dialogue. My favorite line is still when him and Brendan Gleeson are walking down the street and Brendan Gleeson's like, come on, take in the scenery, it's a beautiful place. And Colin Farrell's like, you know, I would find this beautiful if I was born on a farm and retarded, but I'm not. So it's so good.
Harry, I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to be rude here, but you're a cunt.
Yeah.
It's so good. Jagger, have you seen this?
No, I have not, but I do like McDonough, so I have no reason
Yeah,
not to.
I mean it's the same vibe. He does a really good job of walking the line between funny and depressing.
Yeah.
Because Three Billboards is the same.
I love
Uh,
Banshees of Inisherin. My God, what a good movie.
Which
no,
one?
I respect what it did, but it just wasn't for me.
Oh,
Banshees.
have you guys seen Seven Psychopaths?
I have not. No.
I have
It's
not
great,
either.
really, really good.
I do love Sam Rockwell though.
Yeah.
And then Children of Men I watched this morning. But we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. That was our watch list. If you're still listening, thanks for sticking with us. This is gonna be a short episode, which is great. People listen to short episodes. Yeah. So, Stalker. This is directed by the great Russian director
Andrei
Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
I was getting there. I was taking a breath, Jagger. I'm fat.
Sorry.
Leave me alone. Yeah, Tarkovsky. I wonder where this was in his filmography.
I want to say it's his third feature. Second or third. Because, no, Ivan's Childhood was his first. This is his second feature.
No, this is his, because before this he had Andrei Rublev, Solaris, and Mir.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Andrei Rublev was the second feature. Yep, sorry.
So this is like one of his last features. What's this? Voyage in Time.
I haven't even heard of that. I know
This
he did
was his
Nostalgia
second
and
to last feature, I think. Unless, The Sacrifice.
Nostalgia and
That was his
Sacrifice
last
came
one.
after it. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Andrei Tarkovsky. Let's talk. I'll read you guys. The near a gray and unnamed city is the Zone, a place guarded by barbed wire and soldiers, where the normal laws of physics are victim to frequent anomalies. A stalker guides two men into the Zone, specifically to an area in which deep-seated desires are granted. So, sci-fi, horror with a lot of influences of realism, which is what that's one of my big talking points for this movie, is how much realism has influenced this movie. Let's start with what we like about, opening thoughts. Jagger?
I think just on a purely philosophical level, Stalker sort of towers over most of film in general. Like, it's so well thought out. And I adore Tarkovsky's filmography. I think a lot of the stuff he does is super interesting, and I think it's very widely considered to all sort of circulate into Stalker. And while I don't think it's my favorite of his films, I could totally understand that as sort of the general consensus for all of his stuff prior to in Mirror, Solaris, Rublev, and Ivan's Childhood. Those were the ones that came before it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Were all of those and everything he learned in making those become very increasingly strong. All of the best and all the things that worked most really being put on full display in Stalker. And the way it deals with like this sort of faith and cynicism concept, and the sort of agony that comes with self-knowledge and self-understanding, and a lot of that stuff, and the pains of introspection. That's sort of that's the way I'm looking to phrase it. Yeah, just a very strong film. I love a movie that tries to take on such audacious concepts in sort of a lengthy runtime. I always admire that, and I think this is a movie that really does earn its runtime. It has so many things that it wants to say. It knows exactly how it wants to say them, and it has this really clear vision that it runs you through. This was a high 4.5 for me. I do like similar concepts in other films of his, not similar concepts, but similar execution in other films of his, more than I do this one. It's definitely a standout in his work. But yeah, really just a very good film.
Evan?
This is like literally the only Tarkovsky movie I like. I've seen 4 of his movies, and Stalker's the only one that like resonated with me, and it feels the same as when we were watching Bellatar. I'm like, God, I hate these boring ass movies. And then we watched Workmeister Harmonies, and I'm like, this is just a masterpiece.
Sure.
So, like, Solaris, I hated. I thought it was so boring. What? Mirror, I fell asleep watching it. Andrei Rublev was like literally a torture chamber. 4.5 hours of just fucking dread. I hated it. But Stalker is just so cool. This movie, and I haven't read the book it's based on. I've played the Stalker games though. What? And this whole world is just, it's so interesting because like there's a lot of post-apocalyptic wasteland material out there, and they can feel samey, like they fall into a lot of tropes. And I know this is an older movie, so some of those tropes weren't necessarily established yet, but
sure.
Even though the beginning is quite slow, as soon as they get into the zone, you're immediately like, you start to understand the characters more and what they want, or what they say they want, and what they really want. You know, those might be 2 different things, but
yeah,
I think it all just flows really well. Like I think it earns the run. Yeah, it earns the runtime. Like I don't find it particularly boring at any times. I think that camera work, you and me were talking about this the other day, the camera work is just nuts. And I think the final like half hour, 45 minutes when they're in the big room is just insane. I was saying to Trey, the monologue that the writer has when he's sitting on that like water barrel, and he's talking about how people just keep gobbling up and it's never enough, and he's consistently staring directly into the camera, and he's like pleading out for like help with just the existence of all these people that he hates and all these frustrations he has with the world. It's so impactful that I think it's a very cool movie, very powerful. I have this at a 4.5. This is my second time watching it. I watched it in, I don't know, 2023, I think. But yeah, I love Stalker. I think this movie is phenomenal. And one other moment, I mean, we can talk more about them, but the way it switches back and forth between the like grays to actual use of color is super cool. Yeah. That moment when they first enter the zone is really, really good.
Yeah. This was my first watch of this and my first experience with Tarkovsky. I've seen Solaris, but not the Tarkovsky one. Steven Soderbergh did a version of Solaris. Yeah. And it sucked, but yeah, this was it was an interesting experience. I didn't put my like an actual review up till this morning, or a rating. I watched this on, God, I don't know when that was, Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let it sit for a few days, because there's a lot to digest here, not only film wise, but like Jagger said, philosophically. It's a heavy movie with a lot to say. And I think the things it does have to say are of value. I think I put in my review that I found some parts boring, but I feel like that's not specific. It's not that I found them boring, it's that there were moments where they felt like they were dragging a little bit. Like I'd get to the end of a scene and I'd be like, okay, I get it. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's see what happens next. So it's a bit too slow for me. There was a lot I loved though. Like me and Evan were talking about, the cinematography in this is stunning.
Yep.
It's very obvious that Tarkovsky knows how to operate a camera. It's really beautiful looking. The coloring, just like the tan coloring of the opening, the lots of flat oranges and grays, is really beautiful. And then the switch to that color, like Evan said, is pretty stunning. I think the thing that shines here the most is the cinematography. It's pretty incredible. There's a lot of oneers that are just unbelievable. Specifically, I guess now we can go into specifics. Scene where the camera comes into the room and is moving around. The opening scene, it's like 15-20 minutes long. I think there's like 3 cuts. It's insane. Just the amount that the camera is able to capture is unbelievable. That's my favorite scene in the movie, is the opening scene. I couldn't really take my eyes off the screen. Yeah, the cinematography was the shining thing for me. What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, that, like I said, that scene, that big monologue at the end, it's a oneer. And I think what makes it hit so hard is that, like, him staring into the camera. I think it's such an interesting choice, and it works so well to get across that message. And, like, you know, slow cinema is always such a weird one, because you really have to like alter your own mental state to get into the like right vibes for it. You know, you're getting very long takes, drawn out scenes that it's just background. There's not a lot of dialogue, but then you start to resonate with it, and it like, you feel like you're there, or you really start connecting with the themes and the messaging, like, and this one does for me. Like, so I think philosophically, like, questions of faith and, you know, human desire are really interesting to me, and the Workmeister Harmonies is kind of touches on that same thing, with people going to see this big fucking whale, and the whale is going to change their life. It's like this room, and this room in the zone's going to change your life. You can get whatever you want. I just find that so intriguing and interesting, where it really brings out who people are on the inside. And
yeah. Jagger, what about you?
You guys really hit it all. I agree with everything you guys have said. I don't think I can add much.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is a good one. Trey, you got to watch Workmeister.
Check it out for sure.
I think that was just me and Jagger who watched that one.
Yeah, check that one out. And then watch Satin Tango.
There's a oneer in that movie that it's so fucking good. Rest in peace, Bellatar.
Yeah, dude, my buddy Tom from film school, over spring break, drove up to Seattle to see a showing of Santa Tango.
Dude, I was about 5 minutes
theater
from driving 4 hours to go. 5 minutes. And then it sold out. But I was ready to go.
Shit.
And I was like 7 hours in a theater.
Peak cinema.
Couldn't even watch
7 hours.
Had to drive.
But there's also full-length intermissions at the showings they were doing. So it ends up being like 8-9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
speaking of somebody who knows their way around a camera, let's talk about Children of Men and Emmanuel Luzhnecki shooting one of the greatest looking movies of all time, because you want to talk about dystopian cities that feel lived in and realistic? This movie's nuts. It's fucking crazy from the opening scene. Let's just get into it. The opening scene of Children of Men just gets you right there, man. You're like, oh shit, someone died. We know that people aren't being born anymore. This explosion goes off and the title card hits. Like, fuck, man, this movie is so goddamn good. Oh my god.
Yeah. Jagger, had you seen this before?
I have, yeah.
And you like it?
I do. I have it at a 4.5. I like it very much.
Hell yeah. It's very rare that we get 2 movies in one episode that all 3 of us really like.
Yeah.
These are two good and great films.
That's true. Yeah, it was... God, it's so good. And, Jagger, that... I think it's in your review of this, where you talk about the oneer at the end.
Where the blood splashes on the lens?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable work. One of the notes I took that I wanted to make sure we hit is the use of music in this movie. Not only score, but like non-diegetic and diegetic like music that's used is so good. And it plays such an important role as setting the tone. Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. There's a lot of great needle drops.
Crimson King, that Court of the Crimson
Yeah,
King
dude, best needle drop in the movie.
Yeah. There's also a great Radiohead needle drop where the Clive Owen's sitting with Michael Caine and there's Radiohead playing in the background. Then he's like, oh, what, you want me to put on some cool music? And it switches to just like absolute nonsense and it's so fucking loud. It kind of scared me.
Yeah. So obviously one of the big things with this movie is the cast. We have an unbelievably stacked cast. With Clive Owen in the lead. We have and we will be talking spoilers, obviously. Julianne Moore, who dies pretty quick, unfortunately. Chiwetel Ejiofor, I said it right. Yeah, Michael Caine. Charlie Hunnam is in this? How did I not notice him? Oh. Danny Houston. Just a crazy cast. Who is your guys's, like, it's the performance of the movie?
I'd be remiss to not say Clive Owen, but I thought Julianne Moore was so good in this.
Yeah.
But realistically, the answer is Clive Owen, but I couldn't go without mentioning Julianne Moore.
Yeah, I think that's where it's at for me.
Yeah. I love Chiwetel Ejiofor in this movie too. He's awesome. Like,
and the gal who plays Key, Claire Hope Ashity. That's her. If that's how you say her last name. She's that was like one of that's probably like that's one of the only things she's been in. She's been in
super familiar.
Some other really small stuff. But this is like the only actual thing she's been in.
And it's not an easy role to play either.
No. Yeah, she's incredible. So yeah, it's either Clive Owen or her for best performance. Do you guys have a favorite scene? I mean Jagger's is obviously the oneer.
Yeah. It's so good.
The scene when Julianne Moore dies, you know, they're playing with the ping pong ball, shooting them back and forth, and it's like kind of jokey, and the way the camera is just hovering, like you can see the forest all around, and then as that car comes down and it just immediately switches into chaos mode, you don't expect her to die like that. fuck, man, that's such an iconic scene. Everybody knows that scene.
Yeah.
The
and Alfonso Cuarón, like, at his roots, is a realism director.
Yeah.
And you can tell that with this movie. There's very few jumps in time. There's so many long takes. Even that scene you're mentioning, Evan, is an insane oneer.
Yeah. That's the oneer I thought you were talking about.
No, Jagger's talking about the one at the end where Clive Owen is they've taken Key and he's trying to get to her in the building, and it's one shot. Like him. Now I see what the Duffer Brothers were doing in that episode of Stranger Things. Yeah, it was that shot was incredible. I think for me the best moment is when Clive Owen is trying to get her out and everybody stops fighting as soon as they hear the baby crying.
Yeah.
It's so unbelievably powerful. Yeah, that was a really incredible scene. R.I.P. Theo.
Yeah.
That was really sad.
He survives. He's just sleeping. Like, that boat showed up. He's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is like a fucking 1 in a million dystopian drama. It feels so relevant now. Like, the movie opens and they're talking about, immigration issues and killing people on the streets and all this kind of shit, and it feels not so dystopian, which is how you know that the movie did a good job. Like, this one's based on a book too. I don't know how old the book is, but it's so politically relevant, and I think the book's called The Children of Men, but all of it is just immaculate. Like, yeah, Michael Caine's amazing, rest in peace. Like, he got done
1992 is when the book came out.
Michael Caine's death scene is so brutal, man.
Yeah,
that was rough. I love the scene when they're escaping and they're trying to start the car. Super intense. Yeah.
The Lamborghini then. Much more settled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Oscar nominations for this one, and then, like, it came out in the GOAT year of 2007, so tough that.
No, it did. It came out in 06.
No, Oh,
it was definitely 06, but
oh shit. Okay, Google lied to me then.
But it was still up against, like, The Prestige, Little Miss Sunshine, The Departed, Pan's Labyrinth.
Who is? Yeah, I don't know how. Like, how did Clive Owen not get nominated for this?
Dude, he was in this and Inside Man in the same year.
Crazy.
Him and because Chiwetel Ejiofor is in that too.
Yeah.
That's an insane year. No, the next year was 2007. One of the best, maybe the best year in cinema of all time.
Forrest Whitaker. Dude, asking a
cinematography, adapted screenplay, and editing.
What'd you say, Jagger?
It got nominated for cinematography, adapted screenplay, and editing.
Yeah.
Did it win for cinematography?
No, it did not.
That's so dumb. What did?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, that's so fair. Pan's Labyrinth is such a banger.
Yeah. Jagger loves that movie.
What? You have that as a 1.5 stars?
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. I wasn't in a good headspace for that. I don't know. The only Guillermo del Toro
we
movie
recorded
really
for that, didn't we?
Yeah. Wait. What is he? I liked Shape of Water and I liked Pinocchio. Was that it?
I've never seen Shape of Water.
Shape of Water is a weird movie, but it's good.
I liked Frankenstein.
Hell yeah.
He also did Pacific Rim, which isn't that good.
Oh, he did Blade too.
And
that movie was fun.
I've never seen any of the Blade movies.
Oh, dude, the first Blade movie, you've got to get on that urgently. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Do you guys have any last things to say about this one?
This movie is underrated. I know that everyone, maybe under talked about, not underrated, because everyone who I follow loves this movie, and it has a 4.3 on Letterboxd. Like this,
it's underseen.
Underseen, yeah, because 1.1 million watches is not enough. But this is just an incredible movie. It's hard to talk about there because it's just perfect. I think this is a perfect movie. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and it's probably in the top 25, maybe.
For you, of all time?
Yeah, it aged so well, too. Like,
yeah, it really did. All right, well, thank you for joining us on our return episode of The Average Film Enjoyer. We will be back next week talking about Shrek and Casablanca. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. We will see you next time.